Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Wednesday, December 2nd, 2020. I am Frank Ochoa, aka Pivot Boss. First off, I'd like to say thank you very much for joining me yesterday for our monthly market outlook for the month of December. If you missed it, you can watch the recording. The link is in the description below. And for those of you that did watch it, you know that I announced a 5-day live boot camp for next week. This is a premium trading room boot camp that will be live next week from December 7th through December 11th. If you go to pivotboss.com/bootcamp 2020, you'll see the description to the boot camp down below. This boot camp here, if you come down, you'll see the schedule here. We're going to go through days 1 through 5 here, and what we're going to do is basically get you started with premium. It's our premium trading room. You're going to get the first month half off. That's $49.50 for access, and you're going to get the 5-day live boot camp in addition to the whole month of the trading room, where you get 24-hour access, screen share, trade recommendations, and the whole thing. So right here, what we're going to be doing is getting started with premium, getting you up and running with our indicators and our scans and signals and things of that nature. On Tuesday, we'll get started with our PB indicators and get you up and running with those and tell you how to use them. Our signals, will do the same with that. We have our PB scans that will help you find opportunities, and then we'll finish with our setups as well. Again, it's a jam-packed 5-day live training schedule there, in addition to the normal trading room that we normally have. Again, it's the first month is 50% off right now. It's normally $99 a month. You can get in this 5-day live boot camp and get 1 month of access for the month of December for just $49.50. Again, it's the best deal that you'll come across for the value. This includes our 24-hour chat room access, the live trading room, push notification trade alerts, live screen share with audio, our proprietary indicators and tools for the trading room. It also includes our on-demand training that is already available, including our 10-part executive training series and our 5-part signature setup series, and of course the 5-day live premium boot camp is there as well. Just $49.50, but you got to use the coupon code coupon-50 right here. So again, please join me for next week's live boot camp here, the 5-day live boot camp for the premium trading room. It's going to be fantastic. All right, let's take a look here at the ES. You'll see right here the ES continues to trade in the zone that we discussed before. It's that zone right here between the previous month's high and the previous month's close. That zone right there is very, very important right now. And again, what we're looking for is to see how this plays out moving forward. Basically, the market is trading between the previous month's high and the previous month's close in this tiny space right here after a very elongated move to the upside throughout the month of November. Again, what I mentioned before is this is usually a zone right here that is quickly taken offered, which could lead to an early pullback this month, and then that pullback could lead to strength heading into the end of the year. But it's also a spot that if a breakout were to occur, it would be a big transitional phase that could really set this thing higher tremendously. And right now we are still above the 35.87s. That's this level right here. 35.87 is the key range high. We put in a pivot here after we broke above it here. And again, that's the level to watch here, because if we fail at that level at some point, then we fall back into the key range below, with 3,400 being the next target down below. As long as price can hold that level, or perhaps at least hold 3,550, 3,500, we still have a very good shot at continuing higher and pushing into the next upside targets. Again, with this key range, we have upside targets at 37.81.5 and also that 39.76. So very good upside targets that could be reached down the road if price continues to hold above 35.87 as it currently is doing right now. But again, got to see how the market starts off this month. Are we going to see a fade of these prices, which leads to a pullback? If so, that could give us a good discount ahead of what could be a strong finish into the end of the year. Again, we have the second day of Fed Chair Powell testifying here today. We also have Beige Book later on this afternoon. That could provide a little bit of directional conviction. So we'll continue to watch this. But right now, make no mistake, The market is clearly in a bullish trending phase. There's a bullish bias right now, no signs of rejection, and even if we did see a bit of a pullback, it could provide a better buying opportunity down the road until proven otherwise. All right, let's take a look now at the NQ. The NQ here is testing right at the key range high. Again, we've been talking about these key range highs because we're right at them. We've been inside these key ranges since they developed in September. The September high, it sold off. We were looking for that move, and that gave us a very good defined range. We've been inside that range the entire time, and now we're at the edge. Typically speaking, at the edge of this D-shaped profile, you'll be looking for signs of a pullback back toward value, perhaps back across the value range here. But if this is a true breakout, again, we saw a very big move here in November. We have a higher value relationship in from November to December, so any pullback could still be a buying opportunity for a strong continuation higher. And if we start to push through 12.6, it's going to really start to open up the upside targets to this key range. And remember, the upside targets here, 12.6 is about here. We start pushing to the upside, you got 13,370 and 14,270 as the next major upside target. So again, we're at a very, very good bullish point here for this market. Even if we were to pull back some, it could provide a better buy opportunity for a continuation down the road. All right, let's take a look now at crude oil. Crude oil is right now trading mostly flat on the day. It is holding lower after kind of topping out back here. It's been lower highs, lower highs, lower highs with lower lows day over day. And it's now testing the 44 level though after this brief little pullback. This is where a major jumping off point could occur in the near term. Remember, 44 is that breakout point here where it finally got above that point for the first time since the spring. It's now retesting that area. Since this market really went bid here, and really since the outside day, this market has been bid off the 8-period average. Here was support, here was support, here was support, and now you're seeing it come into that point here today or overnight and already popping back up above that level. So right now there's a short-term opportunity here to see if this thing can strike for higher prices. 46, 47 could be ahead. And again, if there's any failure to hold 44s, that could begin to rotate prices back toward 41.26 and perhaps that sticky 40 level. So right now 44 is very important here today. 44.12 at the moment is the previous session's close price. Right now that zone is being defended for a potential move higher off these levels. We are developing a 60-minute buy signal right now with about 8 minutes to go in the hour. That could provide a bit of upside here as well. All right, let's take a look lastly at gold futures. Gold currently down just about 0.1%, and is starting to show signs of weakness at the moment. We had a big bounce day here, a big rally in the previous session. I mentioned yesterday in our monthly outlook that 1800 is very important here. You want to see 1800 hold on a pullback for a continuation higher into 1850 and maybe the 1870 level. Now the one thing I did mention though is the fact that after this breakdown here, we've seen the PEMA trigger zone drop, and now this is the first test into that zone. We have a lower value relationship. This could be an opportunity for bears to sell the rip and look for another round of weakness below. If that's the case, we're at least going to retest these lows here ahead, so we could be looking at a 1760 test. So right now you can clearly see bears coming in off the 1835s and attempting to push price back below 1800. So right now kind of a battle of two sides here. Short-term bulls are trying to find a low here off 1800 and keep this thing going. Bears right now are looking to defend this thing for another round of weakness into new lows. So continue to watch 1800 for signs of further weakness or for a sign of strength and maybe a push higher. So 1800 is going to be the level to watch here throughout the rest of the day and heading into the week. And all right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.